Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 47. Continuation 2. Yesterday we saw the wonderful explanation of Swami Dayananda Saraswati for this verse. Today we will see Swami Chinmayananda's explanation. Verse 47. Shreyan swadharmo vigunagam paradharmat swanushtitat swabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnodi kilbisham. Swami Chinmayananda says, it is better to work in a field according to your own vasanas rather than trying to do something else. Somebody's duty, somebody's work. Why again and again it is called as vasana? Why it is said according to your own vasana, according to your own vasana, purva janma vasana? Why vasana? Kanchi Paramacharya gives a wonderful explanation. Paramacharya says, take for example asafoetida or garlic or onion. They are generally kept in a box, asafoetida or garlic or onion. Even after this asafoetida becomes empty in that box, the smell will continue for a long time. Similarly, garlic or onion, the fellow eats garlic. Even after 2 hours or 3 hours, you go near him. When he speaks, the smell will come out. The vasana will come out. Smell in Sanskrit is vasana. Similarly, whatever actions you do or thoughts you entertain in this janma, it gets stored in your mind intellect equipment. It comes out in the next janma. That is why it is called vasana. So, coming back to the explanation of Chinmayananda, everyone comes into this world with a set of vasanas to exhaust them. If one works according to his vasanas, to his own vasanas, then he exhausts those vasanas. If he works in some other field, he not only fails to exhaust his own vasanas, but also gains new vasanas. Hence, Bhagavan says, better is one's own dharma, though imperfect, than the dharma of another well performed. Whatever work you are doing, in that work you try to excel. Even if you fail, it is okay. But don't jump and think the other fellow's duty is better than yours. You don't know what is there inside, how difficult it is. You are just seeing it and thinking, oh, it's a very easy job. Hence, you want to shift it. It pays money, etc. It is better to do your own duty, even if it is not performed well. That is, Bhagavan is not saying don't perform it well. Even if it is not performed well, even though there is a failure, success and failure are part of life. So, in your own duty, even if you don't achieve whatever you want, that is okay, Bhagavan says. Don't think, don't jump to the other's work. It is only when one works in a field of one's own choice, in a spirit of dedicated endeavor, and without the shadow of the ego should not be there, then there is true sense of fulfillment. Thus, vasanas are exhausted. Once the vasanas gets exhausted, the agitations of mind will go. If there is no agitation in the mind becomes calm. The calm mind can concentrate or contemplate for a long time. That means it is ready to move higher in the spiritual plane. By performing duties ordained by one's own nature, swabhava niyatam karma, the individual comes to know evil. That is, the individual has no chance of imprinting new vasanas in his mind. The impressions, whatever it is there, on maturity, whatever you are trying to write on your mind intellect equipment, when it matures, it will force you to strive, seek, achieve, and indulge in various things. So Bhagavan Krishna says, he who does the duty ordained by his own nature, whatever is according to your nature, then if you do it, he incurs no sin. Bhagavan says, Swabhava niyatam karma kurvannapnodi kilpisham. That means if you do according duty according to your own nature, then you will not incur any sin. Swami Chinmayananda says, here the word sin indicates encumbrances from action, including attachments and more vasanas that come along with it. What is the logic behind this? Swamiji gives three examples. One is the deadly poison in the fangs of a serpent or a snake or anything. The deadly poisonous snakes are there. So that never kills the serpent, even though it is having it. It is not killing that serpent. The second example, living organism crawling in the fermented wine never gets drunk. It is not drunk. It is there in the wine. Third, the malarial germs in the mosquitoes do not attack them with shivering fever. No mosquito gets malarial fever. It is not going to a doctor, even though it only gives the malaria to the human beings. So the point is, the logic is, the swabhava of each one cannot destroy him. I repeat, the point is, the swabhava of each one cannot destroy him. This is said by Adi Shankara. If the poison is put in the wine, then the crawling organisms die. Suppose you have to extract the wine from the snake and put it in the wine. So the living organisms there will die. Similarly, if Kshatriyas were to perform the duties prescribed for the Brahmana type mental mind intellect equipment, then they would be doing things which are against their nature, and thus they will get destroyed. Arjuna was a Kshatriya. Hence, returning from the battlefield and taking up meditation at the present level, at the present stage, it is not that Arjuna is always prevented from doing meditation. Given his mind intellect equipment at this point in time, because you have to mature, at this point in time, he is not fit for meditation. That is the point. Arjuna, you are not fit for meditation at this point in time. It is not that no Kshatriya should go to meditation, no Sudra should go to meditation, or no Vaishya should go to meditation. Don't misunderstand. At this point in life, one has to ask this question: am I fit for meditation? Because otherwise, how will you get Valmiki? Valmiki was a Sudra. Vishwamitra was a Kshatriya. Greatest rishis. How? At that point in time in life, at this point in time, Arjuna is not fit for meditation. If he takes up meditation, it will destroy him. Swamiji says it is a direct message to Arjuna to take up the weapons and fight. As a Kshatriya, it was his binding duty to fight for Dharma. Even if he takes to meditation, suppose I am giving as an example. Suppose if he takes to meditation, Krishna, he rejects whatever Krishna says. If he is like me, I, what is this nonsense? I will go. Suppose if he goes to Himalayas, then he will search for a tree. One day, uh, uh, naturally, Kshatriya nature will come out. What he will do? He will sit under a tree. Naturally, there are no homes. built houses. At present, I don't know. At that time, so he will sit under a tree. One Swamiji will come. Arey, why are you sitting here? I am daily doing meditation under this tree. You please go in search of some other tree. What will happen? Arjuna immediately will get angry, being a Kshatriya. He will break a branch of a tree, make a bow and arrow, and then he will shoot an arrow against the Swamiji, whoever said, please vacate this place. Naturally, Kshatriya nature will come out. He will not, because he is not a Brahmana type, his mind intellect equipment is not a calm one. So now immediately he gets angry and his Kshatriya nature will come out. So there is no point. That is what Bhagavan is saying. His inner nature on any day at in the present level will come out. Swamiji says it is no use employing our minds in the fields which are contrary to our nature. Everyone has a precise place in the scheme of created things. Don't think I am a waste. Everyone has got a place. Each one has its own importance, and none should be despised. For each one can do something which the others cannot do so well. You can shine in your own field. Why you are looking into somebody's field and say, if I am there, I will shine. No, you can shine in your own field. Even if you fail, it is okay. There is no redundancy in Bhagavan's creation. Absolutely, there is no redundancy. Not even a single blade of grass anywhere at any time is unnecessarily created. I repeat, Swami Chinmayananda says, not even a single blade of grass anywhere at any time is unnecessarily created. Everything has a purpose. Not only the good, but the bad also are his manifestations and serve his purpose. Swamiji says, no doubt, Pandava's glory is very great. But the manifestation in the wickedness of the Kauravas is also the glory of Bhagavan only. Without Kauravas, who are Pandavas? They have no meaning. So nothing is to be condemned. Swamiji says, nothing is to be condemned, none to be despised. Everything is He and He alone. That is that we must understand. Before concluding this verse, Bhagavan Krishna is not saying this for the first time. Already we have seen chapter 18 is nothing but the principles which he has stated in the last 17 chapters. He is giving it in the 18th chapter. That we have seen. The same verse is appearing in chapter 3, verse 35. Shreyan swadharmo vigunagam paradharma swanushtitat swadharme nidanam shreyagam paradharmo bhayavagagam. Chapter 3, verse 35, already he said this. Bhagavan Krishna said, better is one's own duty, even if you perform it not perfectly, than the duty of another, even if you perform it exceedingly well. Better is your own duty, even if you don't perform it well, than performing somebody else's duty, even if you perform that person's duty exceedingly well. Bhagavan is not stopping there. Bhagavan says, better is death in one's own duty, because the duty of another is fraught with fear. This we have already discussed in chapter 3, verse 35, but I just wanted to bring it to the notice. Bhagavan says, even if you die, that is wonderful, even if you die by performing your own duty according to your own nature, Sudharma, that is on any day better than performing somebody's duty exceedingly well. So, verse 47 again. Shreyan swadharmo vigunagam paradharma swanushtitat swabhavaniyadam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana